In this one I'm going to make the scroll, which is the same thing as a tight spiral, but we're just controlling the spacing on it. Controlling the spacing from having this air between it, this negative space versus tight, allows you to start to play around with where things touch together and where you have gaps, and you can really play with proportions and make some beautiful designs. So this is just a way to start controlling that. And to do this, we're going to use the rosary pliers. And I'm going to grab with the very tip of the rosary pliers, or if I go a little farther down, that's okay. It's just going to be a bigger center the farther down I go on the pliers. So you can see I'm having this really tight against the pliers. There's no space at all between the wire and the pliers. So if I can't go any farther, because look, my wrist over here, it's like really awkwardly bending at this point. So I want to be able to bring my wrist back. So I'm going to loosen up the pliers. And there, that's a lot more comfortable now. That's a more natural position. And I can put those back in and grab that and keep rolling. And then once I'm about to have it start touching, I'm going to switch over to the square nose pliers. I'm going to even flip this over and flatten this out. And now I'm going to hold everything that looks good so it doesn't move and just keep pulling a little bit. A little bit. Release, regrip, wrap it around. And you can continue trying to keep the spacing even all the way around. Or I'll show you another option in a minute. I'm losing my spacing there. Stretch it back out. Use my fingers to shape it a little bit. I'm really trying to keep that spacing even, so it just takes a little bit of maybe going back and forth. Okay. And then again, you can do one of those eye pins at the end, and that makes this actually like a wearable pendant. So I can bend this up. I can bend this back. And then I can roll that loop back in. Actually, I want a bigger loop, so I'm going to move down the rosary pliers a little bit lower so I get a bigger loop here, and I can just grab that, and I did a whole circle. And again, cut flat side toward what I'm keeping. Straighten that out. And then with this eye pin going 90 degrees like that, that would allow, if this were a necklace, I could put a necklace right through there, and that could be a wearable pendant. And then if you want to start controlling the spacing where some of it is touching and some of it's not, you can do this wrapping, so it is all touching right now. It's just really tight against it. It's the same technique. But now, as I come up here, I've made kind of a point at the top, so I want to really do kind of a sharp bend there, so it's a little bit more like a teardrop shape. So you can see I'm even trying to bend a little point in there. Sometimes you have to over bend it and then bring it back. There, that worked out well. Now I can start to leave a little bit of space here as I wrap toward the bottom of that teardrop shape. I'm holding what I like so it doesn't move. And again, I can kind of over bend a little bit. I want a point right here, so I'm switching to over bend there. Then I bring it back. And then I can leave, again, a little bit more space here at the bottom. going to top it off with an eye pin, just like that, so it's wearable. I can even do a wrapped eye pin. So it's really secure. Cut off the extra. Remember to tuck in that little end so it doesn't cut the person wearing it. Shaping this a little bit. I don't like the way the shape is, so I'm just kind of putting this in here and squeezing as I work my way around. So now again I have that, so I could put that on a necklace and have it as a pendant. So these are both now wearable.